Hi, I'm Deana Hassanein, reporting to you from the heart of London on President Donald Trump's UK visit. Like him or loathe him, and I think the latter probably sums up what everybody around me is feeling right now, people have turned out in their thousands to protest his visit, and I'm going to find out exactly why. Jen, why are you here today?
Because he's not my president.
Okay, and are you an American citizen then?
I'm an American citizen.
Okay, and what is it about him that you don't like?
Everything. He's a disgrace to the role of the president. He's a disgrace to politics. He's a disgrace to world peace. He's a disgrace to international relations. He's an insult to humankind, frankly.
And what in particular has he done that's really, really wrong?
Everything. Not one thing has he done he's good. He's been handed his fortune on a silver gold platter. He's lied, he's cheated, he's a misogynist, he's homophobic, he's a con man. I mean, he's a criminal. That's not a president I want supporting me, I want representing me or my country or, frankly, being out there in the world.
And do you think this protest is going to mean anything to him or even worry me?
I mean, I know the balloon did. I know Trump baby got to him a bit, but I just think it's important that everybody keeps hope, we have hope that change can happen.
Why are you here today?
Because I don't like Donald Trump and I don't like his policies, and we want you out.
And what policies do you mean?
Well, the war on just about any country in the world. He just thinks he can call the shots. He thinks America is great. He thinks we're his best friends. We're not. Yeah?
I think the people aren't, but I think, Theresa May might beg to differ.
Teresa, yeah. You got it wrong, Teresa.
Girls, why are you here today?
Well, we're here because we're all big feminists and believers in women's equality, and we feel that Trump's presidency and is like so wrong, and it's characterized by fear and hate and discrimination. So we're here to stand up against that.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
12.
Amazing. Are you guys here for the same reason?
Yeah, I think that the things that Trump does and says are not really what humanity is, and that we need to stop that.
And what is it that he's saying that's upsetting you?
Basically, against women and he's just standing against everything that like a woman is, and he's acting like we're just objects and stuff.
And if you could say anything you want to Trump, what would you say?
I would say stop doing what you're doing and look around you and realise that what you say actually affects millions of people, and what you say also affects them in a positive way, because look how many people have come together to stand up against this.
Can you tell me a bit more about why you're here today?
We're here for everyone that's been insulted by Trump. We're standing up for girls, women, everyone, children that has been held, he's separated into cages, for the women that he's assaulted, for basically everyone. It's very inclusive.
We've seen stories over Instagram, and we've every day we wake up in the morning and we see these horrifying pictures, and we're just this is the passion that we want to put into the marches, and want to show everyone that he's not the right person for president for the United States.
He's driving this backward mentality that needs to stop. We need to change this, so things like this need to happen more often, and to stand up for what we believe in and not stand for this racism and fascism at all.
And do you think this kind of protest will send that message to Trump? Do you think he'll even care?
With the amount of people, he's going to see that, yes, we're not going to take what he's saying. At least get a reaction out, maybe a tweet from him or something acknowledging us.
What does it say? I can't believe RTB ads could get this piece of shit elected.
Nobody knows what RTB means.
Well, you can tell us about it now.
RTB is real-time bidding. Is what Cambridge Analytica did with the money of Mercer. Basically what they do is you visit any website, and in tenths of a second, in 0.1 of a second, a bid request goes to an ad agency. And the ad agency say, oh, it's you. Now we have this special ad for you. We're going to tamper your brain so that you vote or you don't vote. And that's called real-time bidding. And just Google RTB ads and Cambridge Analytica, and you will find what the hell these people are doing. Effectively, any piece of shit gets elected because he just put ads that follows you wherever you go.
Tell me a bit more about why you're here today.
Because Trump has no idea what it's like to be intersectional, and he's threatening people for who they love, for who they are, and for what they look like, and that's just not good enough. So.
I mean, very similar reasons. I just think we can't sit idly by and legitimise voices of hate. The government may have decided that's the thing that they want to do, but I think it's important as citizens to say that's not okay. His politics are just certainly not welcome here.
And do you think the UK government are doing enough to kind of show him that that's not okay? You can say what you want.
No. I think the state that we're in politically at the moment means that we can't be as strong as we should be. And that's a great shame, and that's why there are so many voices here on the streets to spread that message instead, and to send love to our American brothers and sisters and tell them that we support them and they're not alone.
Do you think Trump's going to care about any of this?
I mean, who knows? It's really difficult to tell what at any given point is on Trump's mind, and if he even remembers what he says at any given point. But I mean, I think as a country, I think it's important to demonstrate that not everybody supports his agenda. There are a collection of people that think his politics are abhorrent, and it's just as important for us to demonstrate that as it is for him to hear it.
And let's say for whatever reason Trump was to come across this video, do you have anything you want to say to him?
Be kind. Just be kind. There's no need. There's no need for the hatred. There's no need for the discrimination. Like, that's not what America was built on, and it's not what America's about now.
He is so obscene as to be president of the United States, and the fact that he's got influence on our government is horrific. And so I think the statements this morning has made many more people come out because it's so outrageous. How dare he? How dare he undermine our government? So I don't agree with our government, and a lot of the time, but how dare he come and undermine our government? That's why I'm here. It's outrageous.
Well, he's saying people love him anyway. I don't think he's fazed by anything.
I hate his politics.
Guys, why are you here today protesting?
I don't see how you couldn't be. The man's an absolute fool.
Why?
Oh, have you got time?
I have got time, actually.
Half an hour, we could be half an hour. Splitting families up, the wall, his thoughts on immigration, what he's trying to do to the working class of America, everything. His take on Sadiq Khan, he wants Boris for Prime Minister, for God's sake.
We're in tough shape. We have a very hard time right now. People are getting very tired, people are weary. People are sad, and then they're angry and tired, and so it's important to, and I think I appreciate the Brits very much, to just let us know you're standing with us in solidarity. We cannot get tired. We need to snap out of it and get back in the fight, because we're in a terrible place. We're doing terrible human rights violations against babies, against children, that will never be reunited with their mothers ever. We know that. So that my government is creating orphans.
And do you think the reason Trump is refusing to change, and he is who he is because actually he might have a lot of support in America? Obviously, you look at social media and it seems that way, that there's a lot of people behind him.
It's as an older American, a retired American, I'm really flummoxed. I don't know where these people came from. I don't understand why he has support. And these are not all ignorant people. These are college-educated, PhDs, some of them, and I'm at a loss to explain why they're supporting this. It's a mystery to me. When he's gone, they'll still be there. And so see, that becomes then the sort of the emerging dilemma is, okay, we can get rid of him, but we can't get rid of his 61 million followers, and that's frightening.
We just disagree with Trump, all his policies. He's sexist, he's racist, he's homophobic. He's locked children up in cages, and they just don't deserve that at all.
Yeah, I'm a British and an American citizen, so it's really important for me to be here today and say that neither country respects him.
And I think what's interesting, obviously you said you have family in America. From social media and the news, sometimes it seems that Trump actually has a lot of support. Do you think that's a fair representation of what's happening?
I think people believed in Trump when he first ran for president. However, as the time has gone and his policies that he said he would never change and would be direct with, he has. And so I think a lot of the love for Donald Trump has disappeared now.
What do you think this is going to say to Trump?
I think it just sends a message, really, that there's people willing to stand up and say we're not standing for that or fighting against it.
Do you not think, though, that our government have a massive role in supporting him? So obviously, as you said, the UK, we're not about what he stands for. The people feel really strongly about this, but obviously Theresa May and her government are supporting him completely.
I think there's an issue with the UK government, they seem to think that we have to, pander to America. that we need the support of America, and it's almost like they're scared to stand up to him in a way.
I'd agree. I'd say that right now Britain as a whole is scared. We're going into new territory with leaving the EU, and supporting even the craziest American could sound like the safest option because we're backing ourselves into a corner.
If you could say anything to Donald Trump, what would you say?
Go back to America. I don't need you here.
I know a good fake tanning place in Glasgow. We can fix everything about that. You can borrow one of my wigs.
Yes, I was just going to say we need to get him some new hair. And where are you guys from?
We're both American, but also European.
Cool, and do you live in the UK?
Yeah, we both live in London.
Amazing, and why are you guys here today?
Why wouldn't we be here? I mean, he's a racist, misogynistic asshole, and we oppose everything that he stands for.
He's just like not an accurate representation of like what America stands for, and I feel like as an American it's kind of our duty to go out and tell people that we're better than this.
And do you think this is going to faze him at all? Do you think he's going to hear about these protests and even care?
I'm sure he has heard about the protests, but I don't think that he cares. But again, that's not why we're here.
Yeah, it's not really like to affect him, it's just like to show that the people are like reacting to the things he's saying and doing, and like, I mean, I guess if we knock his ego down a bit, that's just an added bonus.
I feel this is going to build on his ego, but can you tell me a bit more about why you're here today protesting?
Yeah, the Bring the Noise March is for, working for equality, showing off for the marginalized groups that are in our society today. And not only that, but because Trump is visiting, it's representative of something that's so much more than that, so much kind of what his policy represents and the treatment of the people he's been treating badly so far in his term.
And what about you?
I think that it's really important that we have our voices heard. We don't agree with the things that he's doing, and so you have to stand up and do something. Nothing's going to happen if we don't. So that's why we're all here today.
Awesome. And when you say you're here to obviously stand up for what you believe in, what is it that you think Trump is jeopardizing in terms of?
I think Trump is jeopardizing what our democratic body stands for. I think it's built upon a basis of nationalism and hate, and I think it's bringing out the worst in at least American society today. And I think in a time where we need to be coming together to take on larger threats, we can't have bipartisan disagreement.
Trump is not welcome in England.